So we are looking at the persona and the personality of the governor and what he's doing proper and what he intends to do. That is the driving force. It is not about APC.
Not everything makes it into the headlines, but we bring you the full story. Join Uchenna Cyril Anyoke, a renowned media personality and former president of the Nigerian Publishers Association, as he unpacks the real issues behind the news, from politics to public policy, economy to human rights. Nothing is off limits. Expert guest, in-depth conversation, local and global perspective. New episode every week on Facebook and YouTube. Watch now on Freedom Square TV. Follow for updates and behind the scenes clips. Beyond the headlines, beyond the
news. This is actually a very strong question. It may be simple to you, but a lot of people think it's strong. Enugu voters, and why should they actually trust APC in 2027? After years of APC criticizing the very governor, Mbah, and his team, who are now leading the APC. APC spent money, energy. The Peter was elected. Whether it is, they conjured every manner of scandal, and they were vehement that he was not doing well. Okay, and now he's in APC, and is now leading. So why would any people trust APC under Mbah's leadership?
Yes, you need to get the background. Prior to Mbah's entry to APC, APC was sharply divided. We have our group, we have one managed by the former minister. And for those of us who were in APC, we felt that the former minister did not actually campaign even to be governor. So, and as such, the election was lost. So, criticisms, you do not criticize for the sake of criticizing. You criticize with a view to doing what is proper. Those of us in APC had commended the governor on areas he has done very well. We have equally put our reservations on areas we think that there's improvement. So criticism is not meant to destroy. It is meant to be a corrective measure. And that is why it is constructive. When it becomes destructive, then it has gone beyond the realm of criticisms. So, but above all, now everybody hopes for the best. Now we are in APC, and we believe that the governor should be trusted. Reason being that for those of us, personally, I do not very much believe in political party syndrome. I more or less look at individuals that operate a political party. Because if a criminal emerges in even Jesus' party, that will not make him not to be a criminal. So, what we are looking at is that we believe that the governor has actually done well since the establishment of, since the creation of Enugu State. And indeed, no state in the southeast can one boast of having invested over 1.5 billion naira in each ward. When they talk of smart school, it is revolutionary. The value of the smart school and this equipment is about 1.1 billion naira. The type 2 hospital that is being built with the equipment is not less than 400 million naira. So that is what we call even development. And above all, is certainly going to bridge the gap between the poor and the rich. It is this inequality that is even causing crisis. Because I remember when I was in primary school, I was attending the same primary school with the children of our gate man. So there wasn't inequality. At a point in school, they may even perform better than I do. But now, people see people who go to public schools as indigent fellows. That gap must be bridged. We thought it was even in primary school. It has even come to secondary school. How many people go to public secondary school? Even university. So, you see that the infrastructure, I know that some schools have been onboarded. There's no smart school that is less than 80% completion now. Same with us. So this is what we are looking. We are not per se looking at party. We are looking at party is a nomenclature, or rather a vehicle through which people get to power. So we are looking at the persona and the personality of the governor and what is doing proper and what he intends to do. That is the driving force. It is not about APC. It is not about party per se. It is about the developmental strides of the governor. Right now, there is a little bit paradigm shift in the politics of Enugu State. Before now, what you see is effort at pleasing, the stakeholders, effort at maybe sharing money, having some courtesy calls, giving people money to share. But a different kind of politics has been ensued in Enugu State for now, and that is developmental politics. So that if you're talking of what the governor is doing, one should be able to say, okay, go to conference center and see what he's doing there. It's not far from you. You go to your own particular ward and see what the structure or edifice of not less than 640 million naira in every ward, 26 of them. Same with the type 2 hospital. These are practical issues. It's not about criticism. One should be able to say, is this not primary school in my ward? Is this health center not being built in my ward? These are areas people should be talking about. But as per the intention and the implementation of course, what the governor has done, it is top-notch and it is unarguably the best that can secure the future of our own children. We can't keep on creating this disparity. It will lead us nowhere.